This video shows how to roast and brew a Nitro vanilla cold brew recipe. Lightly roasting the beans and grinding and brewing them shortly after they come out of the roaster or oven, depending on the method you use, creates a very bright, sweet, and refreshing coffee bean flavor. Adding a vanilla bean adds subtle sweet notes that can only benefit by a lighter roasted coffee bean that uses a cold brew method to avoid any bitterness in the brew. The nitrous oxide gas used in the whip dispenser aerates the coffee as it is dispensed, allowing the natural subtle coffee bean flavors to bloom without having to add any sweetener. To air roast coffee using a Gene Cafe machine, scale 225 grams of green coffee beans and add them to the hopper of the rotating drum. Set the temperature at 460 degrees Fahrenheit and the timer for 14 minutes. The machine will roast for 14 minutes, then do a cool down cycle. When the machine is cool enough, dump the roasted beans into a basket to cool. As the beans are cooling down, scale 100 grams. Use a wet dry spice mill to grind the beans coarsely and add them to 600 milliliters of distilled water. Fresh vanilla beans are expensive, so you want to use them wisely. I use them a lot and buy them in bulk to get them a little cheaper. Split the bean in half, scrape the seeds, and add them to the brewing jar. Screw the lid on tight and give the jar a shake to distribute the grinds. This is the only time you want to shake the jar, and place the jar undisturbed in the refrigerator to brew for 20 hours. This long and slow brewing process filters the coffee as the grinds fall to the bottom. Pour the cold brew coffee through a filter, carefully not to disturb the sediment on the bottom of the jar. Fine filtering equipment is a good investment for someone who makes a lot of cold brew coffee. The cold brew coffee will continue to filter in the refrigerator and will stay fresh for several days. Taste the concentrate and adjust to your liking. Since a single origin coffee was lightly roasted, the flavors are unique to the actual coffee growing region, and the flavors should be easy to understand and not be overpowering. Also, the coffee blooms and comes alive as the more complicated flavored concentrate is diluted too. If you are using a 500 milliliter capacity dispenser, start with 125 milliliters of concentrate and add the same amount of distilled water. Make your adjustments until you have 500 milliliters of your best cold brew coffee. Whip dispensers are fun coffee tools, but follow the manufacturer's instructions by not overfilling them and make sure the seal is in good working order. To charge the EC 500 milliliter whip dispenser, use one nitrous oxide cartridge. Place the cartridge in the charger holder and screw the charger onto the attaching threads to puncture the cartridge and allow the gas to escape into the dispenser, which charges the cold brew with nitrous oxide gas. This creates a lot of little tiny bubbles when the cold brew is dispensed. Remove the charger holder and discard the spent cartridge. Place the protective cap over the threads and refrigerate until ready to use. Whip dispensers work better if they are kept cold. When you are ready for your vanilla nitro cold brew coffee, turn the dispenser upside down, point the nozzle where you want the coffee to go, and squeeze the trigger. As the bubbles escape, a head forms, like when you are drawing a glass of beer from a tap, so keep filling until you have just the right amount of foam on top and serve.